Hi, Alistair. How's it going?
It's going well, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So what brings GND to MWC Barcelona this year?
Well, I mean, we're here every year. Obviously, we're one of the foundations of the industry. So in this year, we're doing a lot of work in the cloud, so migrating some of our eSIM platforms to the cloud.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of buzz this year, really around the SGP.32, so new eSIM standards.
Great.
And yeah, we've got some new partnership relationships we're announcing this year.
And what changed in past 2-3 years in IoT connectivity market for you guys?
I would say probably just maturity, really. Things are scaling up. We're seeing some long-term projects really come to fruition.
Yeah.
I say we'd see maturity in the market in terms of customer needs. Customers much more informed now in terms of technologies, things they're looking for. How do they scale their IoT business up?
So what capabilities defines the next generation of IoT connectivity providers?
Traditionally, you could just be like a piecemeal provider. We just provide this service in this market.
Yeah.
I think now customers are looking maybe at global scale, so looking at coverage in multiple regions, but they're also coming back to the technology. So for G&D, eSIM is very important. We pretty much invented that concept many years ago. With the new standard of SGP32, this was this new technology for eSIM, but being able to deliver the connectivity services around that, that's what customers are looking for. How can we bring eSIM technology into the connectivity stack?
Great. And the eSIM, the SGP32 is the technology that many are providing, but not many are providing the full connectivity stack, full end-to-end stack.
Yeah.
So why that matters?
Yeah, I'd say the whole thing from a customer's angle, they're delivering a device, maybe it's communicating to their platform, so they can control those elements. Then when you're adding connectivity, then you're adding in eSIM, then you're adding in like future-proofing that device, making it longevity in the market. It brings in a lot of complexity into the market. So you're looking really then for a provider that can deliver all those components, but you can deliver it as one solution.
So yeah.
All the components then talk to each other, and then you've got an end-to-end service that you can go to one provider, one SLA to cover the whole service. So they really are looking for one-stop shop for that service.
Right. And that makes GND a competitive edge over their competitors providing end-to-end stack, right?
Yeah, I would say it does. Yeah. I mean, from our positioning in the market, you do want a leader in that space. We've come from a long history of, the SIM. We actually invented the SIM originally.
Yeah.
So you want to be working with a trusted provider that has that capability, that has that depth of scale. And what we also see in the IoT space is really around security. So security is actually fundamentally very important.
Right.
How do you secure your device? How do you secure the eSIM that you're using?
Yes.
And you've got to ensure that longevity while that device is in the market. I mean, some of the devices now we're seeing 10 plus years. So you've really got to future-proof the whole proposition.
Great. Thank you for your time. That was a very interesting discussion. Thank you.